Okay, I'm speaking with Kresten from keepit.com. Welcome to the WHIR Lounge.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Now, you're visiting us from Copenhagen, from
Yes,
Denmark.
yes.
So what brings you over to this conference all the way from Denmark?
Well, actually, I was here 3 weeks ago where we signed a contract with Parallels. So we're going to be part of the Parallels marketplace that's launching at this conference. And thus we'll be integrated in a lot of the Parallels offerings.
So what does keepit.com specifically do?
Well, we're a very single-minded, simple proposition, basically. What we do is that we take desktop computers and we do a backup of all the content on that computer to the cloud or to the internet. So what our intention is to build into the small business segment that this is all about, this conference is all about, build the awareness that small businesses have an urgent need to secure their data. And most of them don't, because the bigger corporate solutions are complex, and we do a very, very simple solution. So we have this one thing that we sell, and that is secure your desktop. Nothing else.
That's nothing. Well, that seems easy to understand. I mean,
it is.
For your small business owners too, do you have a lot of, how's business, I guess is what I'm asking.
I think that business is good, but we are very young. But and it's more interesting to say what kind of business can evolve in this segment. Online backup is a completely virgin market, so to speak. And right now, if a company needs to do backup, they need to do complex integrations, they need to set up servers and hosting solutions and complex situations. What we do is download a 7 megabyte client to your desktop, hit play, so to speak, or hit backup now, and then we run it, take it from there. Because what we do is that we alert you if your backup is out of date, if you have data that's changed, and then we provide incremental backup. In more simple terms, what we do is we back up your machine. Every time you create a new file, every time you make changes to a file, we take that change or that file and we back that up for you. We do that every day, automatically, no questions asked.
So you felt like there was a real niche in the market for a simpler idea of how to back up all of your business and your files and stuff like that.
We're 1 year old. We felt that 1 year ago, now we know it. And the simple story is that many of the small businesses out there, they are striving to make it in their business. They don't have time to make it in the back end of their surrounding services around that business. So what they want is a no hassles, no brain trust investment in doing this kind. So we're securing the business data. Business data is like, if you lose data, then that's one of the major reasons that startups go out of business. I mean, they lose their data and then they fail. Yeah. So we want to avoid that.
I like that. I like that idea. I think it's important. I mean, especially when you consider people who own a small business, they may not necessarily know about web hosting and everything like that. So you provide a really good service, I think.
I think one of the things that happens is that when you're into this online stuff, then people tend to get very technical. And what happens is that you basically give up on understanding what you need. So, and a lot of small businesses, they know that they need to secure their data. They may have an obligation towards, what kind of public archiving you need to do in terms of tax and regulations, stuff like that. And we can provide a no-click solution to that, issue.
Now, I have to ask you about your marketing strategy here at Parallels, Kresten, because I think you've done a good job, for those of you who aren't here. You've got some really nice, attractive young ladies, and they're wearing nice little mini skirts, and they're very cute. And I have to say, in a conference that is generally men, they definitely stick out. So it works. So, I mean, was that basically your idea? You're like, well, there's going to be a lot of men, so let's get some nice-looking young girls.
Exactly. I think that what we're trying to do is we're trying to change the game just a little bit. Good. And we've done this at a couple of conferences in Europe, and what happens is that the professional or the profession of the business, they tend to kind of wake up to, oh yeah, we need to think as consumers. Yeah. And the interesting thing here is that the business likes it. A lot of people come over there, hey, we love that. You have girls here, they're handing out material. We have a show going on where we're playing a game and we're going to award the lucky winners a helicopter trip on the strip, stuff like that.
Really?
Because we want them to, of course, remember us. We're establishing our name. We're a new contender, at least in the American market. We're doing pretty good in the Nordic region, which is an important region when it comes to data. It's outside the valley. I think that it's one of the what's it called, more mature digital markets, so to speak. But when we do this at conferences, then people react extremely positive, and it helps them to understand our value proposition, which is keep it simple. And everybody says it. But look at the slides of these presentations; they don't do it.
You're right. Actually, you're right. Coming from somebody who like is just being introduced to the business, you know, I like the approach, and you're keeping it human. I mean, it's marketing, right?
Exactly.
And you're bringing sexy to web hosting. There's nothing
We're
wrong
trying
with
to do that,
yeah.
and then we're trying to do a product that anyone can understand, so we can get through that barrier of hassle, basically, because people react extremely negatively. Do I need to set up more servers? What's that? Do I have an extra thing? What do I get out of it? Does it help my sales? Does it help my marketing? Does it do anything? Well, actually, no, but what it does, it provides security. And security is what it's all about. You can do all kinds of software that will protect you from spam or WHIR or whatever. But what we can do is that if something goes wrong, the business, all kinds of natural disasters, but also basically you accidentally delete a file, forget your laptop in the airport, whatever, we can bring it back.
Fantastic.
It's like a digital insurance policy.
Yeah, you're like the Batman of your backup files.
Exactly, I go flying in and they're like, here it is, your lost file.
Fly back out, That's
exactly,
cool.
yeah.
Well, thanks for talking to me. I know you have to go.
Yes.
Best of luck with your company and enjoy your time in Vegas.
I'll do my best, and thank you for having me here.
My pleasure. Thanks, Kresten.